So this is 11th class economics. This is statistics for economics, no? Subject name?
Yes, sir.
Statistics. Okay. So this is the introductory chapter. What is economics? Do you know up to 10th class? Your social studies was divided into 4 topics, no?
Yes.
One is geography, one is history, economics and civics, no?
Yes, sir.
What is economics? Do you have any idea? Huh? Okay, see. Alfred Marshall name did you come across up to now? He is a famous economist who mentioned in economics in simple terms the study of man in the ordinary business of life. Means ordinary, this is a very simple definition actually, but I will make you understand what economics means. See, we have 1 acre of land. Let us take for example, this is 1 acre of land. Okay, in 1 acre of land, we can grow paddy, we can grow wheat, we can grow pulses. 3 options are there. Or let us take for example, another option is also there, that is mirch. Okay, but here we can grow cotton also. 5 options are there. Are you able to follow? 5 options, different options are there available for us. We have 1 acre of land. This land is suitable. Let us take for example, for your common understanding, I am mentioning it is suitable for paddy, it is suitable for wheat, it is suitable for pulses, it is suitable for cotton growing, and it is suitable for mirch also. Mirch growing also it is suitable. Okay. See, if you grow paddy, every year you will get a profit of 5,000 rupees. If you grow wheat, you will get a profit of 4,000 rupees. Year profit, I am saying, yearly profit. If you grow pulses, you will earn a profit of 6,000 rupees. If you grow cotton, you will earn a profit of 8,000 rupees. If you grow mirch, you will earn a profit of 7,500. Which one you will choose? Which one you will choose? For paddy it is 5,000. For wheat it is 6,000. For pulses it is, for wheat I mentioned 4,000. For pulses it is 6,000. For cotton it is 8,000 profit. For mirch it is 7,500. Which one you will choose? Now you see, I am explaining the same example. This is 1 acre of land. Okay. Okay. In 1 acre of land, you have 5 different alternatives. See, one, this is paddy. You can grow paddy. You can grow wheat. You can grow pulses. You can grow mirch. You can grow cotton. 5 alternatives are available for you. Are you able to follow?
Yes, sir.
If you grow paddy, you will earn a profit of 5,000 per year, I am mentioning. If you grow wheat, you will earn a profit of 4,000. If you grow pulses, you will earn a profit of 6,000. If you grow mirch, you will earn a profit of 7,000. If you grow cotton, you will earn a profit of 8,000. Which one you will choose?
Cotton, sir.
Cotton you will choose.
Amount is more.
Because here our benefit is more.
Yes.
Okay. See, so here 3 things you have to remember. One is, this is a resource. Land is a resource. It's a natural resource.
Yes,
Okay, they are very limited. They are scarce. Okay, scarce means very limited. Okay. Second one, so resources are scarce. They have alternate uses. They have different uses. Same resource you can use for paddy, you can use for wheat, you can use for pulses, you can use for mirch and cotton. So alternatively, you can use any resource. Here in this case, it is land. Earth you can use for several different kinds of uses. Did you understand?
yes, sir.
Third one, what we have to decide is the best alternative which gives you more benefit. That benefit decision you have to make. So economics will help you in that decision making. Did you understand?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. So in deciding these factors, economics will take the help of statistics. What is statistics?
Measurement.
Okay. Not only measuring, see, you will measure whatever that is quantifiable data is there. Means in numbers, whatever you can measure, you are going to measure it. Okay, you are going to express in numbers, and what you will do, you will arrange them in a systematic manner. Okay, arrangement, collect. So you are going to collect data, you are going to arrange the data in a systematic manner, you are going to apply various tools. Let us take for example, in your 10th class SSC, what is the, who is your class topper means, you will immediately do average of the 6 subjects or 10 subjects, whatever they are there. Suppose let us take for example, you have 10 subjects, total of 10 subjects is 950, let us take for example. So you are going to immediately say that I got 95%. Am I correct? Each subject is of 100 marks. Total 10 subjects,
Yes,
total
sir.
you are making. What you are doing, you are making an average of all of them.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is nothing but statistics. Did you understand? In our daily
Yes, sir.
life, knowingly or unknowingly, we are using statistics. Okay, in our economic life, in our daily life, what we are going to do is, the producers will produce, means wheat or rice or pens or pencils or notes, producer this book, this computer, this cell phone, producers will produce, distributors will distribute, shoppers they will distribute.
Yes, sir.
We are consumers, we will consume, we will involve in consumption.
Yes,
Consumption
sir.
means utilization of that product. This is a daily economic activity. Okay, producers will produce, distributors will distribute, and ultimately it will reach the consumers. Consumers will consume, will utilize, it implies. Did you understand? These are the economic activities. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so what does statistics do? See, you can see statistics involves in, here you can see statistics involves in the, here definition will be given actually somewhere. Statistics will collect the data. See, it will involve in collection of data. Okay, it will analyze the data.
Yes, sir.
Analysis of the data will be done. See, let us take for example, in the previous example, in your class totally 5 students are there. Let us take for example, who is the topper means, first of all the 5 students data will be collected, 1 2 3 4 5 in a serial order. In rule number wise data will be collected, or alphabetical order data will be collected, and analysis will be done. Analysis means, say first person's average, student average is this, second one is this, third one is this, fourth one is this, fifth one is this. Okay, then interpretation will be done. Interpretation means first one is the topper, fourth one is the second student, fifth one is the third, second one has got fourth position in the class, likewise. That is interpretation. Did you understand?
Yes, sir. Understood.
And ultimately the data will be presented to the persons who require that data. Means the persons may be the your school bosses, your parents, or the newspapers, or whoever is interested in the data. That data will be presented to them. Did you understand?
Yes, sir. Understood.
So statistics, what it will do? It will collect the data, it will analyze the data, it will interpret the data, it will present the data. So CAIP, you have to remember in this order only. What is statistics means? This collection of data, analysis of data, interpretation of data, and presentation of data. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
See, why statistics is important in economics? Let us take, for example, in the year 2011, our population is, let us take, for example, this is the year 2001. Our population in 2001, our population is 80 crores, let us take, for example. In the year 2011, it is 100 crores. In the year 2021, the population is 130 crores. Let us take, for example, I mentioned.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the year 2001, our production of agricultural production is, let us take, for example, 1000 metric tons. In the year 2011, it reached 1200 metric tons. Let us take, for example. In the year 2021, it reached 1400 metric tons. Let us take, for example, for our easy understanding, I am mentioning. So based on this, what you are going to do is you are going to analyze. You are going to use various techniques, analysis you are going to do. You are going to estimate in the year 2031, what is going to be our population. Based on the previous data, you are going to estimate the future requirement.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Based on the population, you are going to calculate what is going to be, what should be your production of agricultural production, how much you should produce, how much is sufficient for the population. Did you understand?
Yes, sir. Understood.
So at the country level, at the organizational level, at the company level, at the individual level, everybody, every country, every organization will estimate, will take the help of statistics. So that is what you mean by saying statistics. Statistics means what? These four you have to remember: collection, analysis, interpretation,
Presentation.
CAIP.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the first unit about economics and statistics introduction part they have given. Okay. The economic activities I mentioned, no? Production, consumption, production, distribution, and consumption. Consumption means utilization. Production means, what do you mean by production?
Producing goods and services.
Very good, but again with the producing is here only. You use any other alternative word? Making of a new item or manufacturing of a new item, new unit. Okay. Distribution means supply. In other words, you are going to supply it to the consumers. Did you understand what economics and what statistics means?
Yes, sir.
What is the relevance of it? What is the importance? Why you have to do it? Okay. That's all. Next is what is the second lesson in this one? Let me check. We have to
collection of data, sir.
Let me check how we have to. Okay, collection of data. Okay, you see, I mentioned what are the what is the serial order of statistics. The definition I mentioned: collection of data, analysis of data, interpretation of data, and presentation of data. See, data collection can be in your book. They may have given or may not have given. I did not see. Actually, collection of data can take place in two ways. One is primary data. Another one is secondary data.
Yes, sir. They have given.
They have given where is it? Let me check if they have given. Where is it? In which page number? Where they have given primary data, secondary data, these words they have not given. They must have given some. Here it is there. You can see. Here it is secondary data. So primary data must have come somewhere before that. This is primary data.
Yes.
Okay, these words are given. Okay, very good. Now fine. You see, primary data means primary data, secondary data. See, suppose I want to conduct a survey with regard to banks. Let us take for example. Okay, you have a bank account in SBI. Means your father has a bank account in SBI. So I want to study the performance of SBI. What I will do? I will check the annual reports of the bank. I will collect the data from the reports of the bank or from the reports of the RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Reports will reflect performance of SBI also. So I will check it.
Yes.
I will check those reports. If I collect the data in that way, it is known as secondary data. Means already somebody has collected the data, and that data I am using for my research, for my study. Already SBI
Yes,
has collected the data. What are the deposits? What is the amount of loan that is taken by the bank? What is the amount that is paid as interest to the customers? All data is collected by the bank itself. What I am using,
Yes.
I am utilizing that data for my study. That is secondary data. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Primary
Yes, sir.
data,
Understood.
suppose I want to understand the performance of SBI. From first-hand sources, I will ask the employees, are you satisfied with the banker or not? I will inquire the customers whether they are satisfied with the services of SBI. Did you understand? So first time I am collecting the data. That becomes primary data. Till now, nobody has collected. I am collecting. First time I am meeting the customers. I am collecting myself the data for my research. What is data? Data means information actually. Okay, information. If it is presented neatly, it becomes a data. So the data can be from primary sources or from secondary sources. Primary means first time. Secondary means second time. Already somebody has gathered. We are using the data for our purpose.
Yes, sir.
You understand? See, as you all know, prime minister means first minister. He is the highest position held in the ministry, in the union ministry. That is the highest position. First.
Yes, sir.
Primary also, primary data means first time you collect the data. Did you understand?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay, now you can see. So there are various ways of collecting secondary data nowadays. What are the various methods? We can go for interviews. Okay, we can make telephones, phones, mobile phone or telephone through phone also we can ask. Sometimes we will get phone calls from Amazon or from Chennai shopping mall or from others. They will ask our opinion.
Yes,
our opinion, how are they satisfied? Are you satisfied with their sales or not, service or not? Likewise, they will ask. Okay, so interviews they can do, telephones they can do, they can send SMS, message also they can send. Okay, through WhatsApp also they can collect data.
Yes.
Very good. Through email also they can collect data. Similarly, through Google Form also they can collect data nowadays.
Yes, sir.
From Google Form they will ask everything, and the beauty of Google Form is automatically it will analyze the data. How many said yes for first question, how many yes came, how many no came. with pie
Yes,
diagram,
sir.
with bar diagram, everything will come in Google Form. These are the various ways in which data can be collected. Did you understand?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Not only that, you can use other post letter also. You can send through post or courier also. Whatever that you want to collect the data from the respondents. Okay. Similarly, data can be collected with the help of census method as well as sample method. What is the difference? Do you know what is census and what is sample? Do you know? Do you have any idea?
Yes.
Do you have any idea?
I know sample survey, sir.
What is sample? I want sample.
Sir, from total population, they will take some sample of data.
Again, if you are defining a word, again that word should not come in the definition I told. Sample means part of total.
Yes, sir. Part.
Part, a small unit of a large population. Okay. Whereas census means entire population. Okay. So that is why
Yes, sir.
in our country census will be collected. Means data of population will be collected.
Sir.
Actually, it was to be collected last year, but because of COVID, they have stopped collecting the data. Okay. So data can be through census method and sample method we can collect data. Let us take for example, I want to collect the data regarding 11th standard opinion of boys and girls in the capital city of Hyderabad about the facilities in view of COVID-19. Whether sanitization is done, whether toilets are being maintained neatly, whether the classrooms are being cleaned regularly from time to time, whether the facilities are to the satisfaction of the students or not. I want to conduct a survey. Let us take for example. Did you understand? So in Hyderabad, totally 70,000 students are there. Let us take for example 11th standard students. 70,000 students are there, but I cannot go to all of them. So our census is 70,000, means entire population. Population means not our country's population. Here our study area is 11th standard students of Hyderabad. Please remember.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the entire population of this study is 70,000. I cannot go to all of them. So what I will do? From boys, I will select 100 boys. From girls, I will select 100 girls. And I will collect the data from them. I will collect information from them. And I will draw conclusions based on such data collected from this sample. Did you understand the difference?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Sample?
Yes, sir.
Census implies entire population. Sample implies a part of the population.
Total population.
Okay. So this is introductory part to statistics. That is 11th standard statistics as part of economics. Okay. In the next class, we will learn some more aspects, and if possible, we will go to next unit also with problems or with bar diagram or pie diagram or some diagrams will be there. We will learn them also. Okay. What is the third unit? What is it?
Organization of data, sir.
Organization of data. Very good. Classification. Very good. Very nice. So bar diagrams, line diagrams. Very good. So you are in 4th chapter, no?
Yes, sir.
College. Okay, we can do. Don't worry. No issue. 4th chapter is presentation of data. 5th one is measures of central tendency. Okay, we can do. No issue. Huh? We can cover up the syllabus.